Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. A quick reminder to you, you may have already noticed this, but some people just don't want to be free. I said it slowly. Some people just don't want to be free. They'll rather put up with oppression, sickness, negative wills of other people, with poverty. Yes, some people have sold out themselves to poverty. I'll talk about that maybe in another video. Some people just don't want to be free. They say they want to be free, and once a circumstance arrives that they don't want, they fight against circumstance, but it's all escapism. What they call freedom is just escapism. They are relief seekers. They don't really want to be free. Because anytime real freedom appears to them, they black out, they disappear, or they violently go against it. If you walk in true freedom, which is absolute freedom because there's no darkness in it, which is walking by faith, once you operate in the power, man, whoa, they'll get shocked, they'll get traumatized, you'll become a monster, they can't stand being around you. Because they have sold out themselves to darkness. They've sold out themselves to poverty. They've sold out themselves to mediocrity. They've sold out themselves to cursed relationships. They've sold out themselves to putting up with the negative wills of others. They've sold out themselves to willing whatever they will and putting up with all the bondage that comes along with it. A lot of people, when they hear the phrase, they sold their souls, they automatically think of rock stars. Why? Because that is what, through the media, was told to you. They sold out their souls, and look at them, they're rock stars, or they're artists, or they are great businessmen, great according to the world. There are people that get into elite charms, into demonic contracts, and indeed they get a lot of temporary fame, fortune, all of that. That's true. But the majority of people sell out themselves to poverty, to lack, to cursed relationships, or let me just say it as this, the negative. Yes, they do. How do they sell out themselves? By holding on to expectations that are not examined, by holding on to restrictions that don't add up. But they don't want to evaluate those things because they're so into self-validation. That's how they sell out themselves. But if you sell out yourself like that, you look at the self-validation, you look at the support of others around you, and you may get some easy circumstances, but you also have to put up with the contention and the heaviness of that bondage. And that's the thing, they don't want the heaviness and the contention of that bondage. So then they will look for some target to put it upon. Just think about this. You had an election in the United States. By the way, I'm not here to discuss politics. I'm here to discuss the social dynamics that I see here. A lot of people are upset with the establishment, or let me say the elites that govern the economy and the government. Why? Because the elites made decisions that cost the common people. And the common people should be upset with it. That's justified. But they don't turn on the elites. They turn upon migrants. In the United States, it's Mexican migrants. In Europe, it's against migrants from Muslim countries. They turn on them. And let me tell you, lately, it has been reported that racist crimes against migrants has increased. Also against people that have lived in the host country for decades. What is this? If people are dissatisfied with the establishment, deal with the establishment. But also acknowledge your part in maintaining the establishment. But they don't want that. They want the easy way out. Remember, they've sold out themselves, right? So now they need to transfer the contention and heaviness of that bondage onto someone else. And in this case, it's the migrants. In Nazi Germany, it was the Jews and some other groups. That's how it goes in the world. So, understand this. Some have sold out themselves to the negative. They did. Not you. Agree with Christ. Walk by faith. Overrule. So Christ will be glorified in you and through you. Be at peace.